you don't, will you petition your way onto the ballot?
I'm going to get on that way. It's not a serious question, and I'm not worried.
So you're not going to answer the question?
I'm not going to get involved in the kind of speculations that wonderful political reporters thrive on as they try to spark controversy.
I'm not trying to spark controversy, Richard. I just want to know if you're going to petition your way onto the ballot.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about the things that matter in the lives of New Yorkers. Why an Attorney General can actually address the property tax problem. Why privacy, why the environment.
How can you address the property tax problem?
Well, you're going to see that with specific proposals. The reason I characterize myself as a transformational candidate is because much as Eliot transformed the old consumer advocate model to the sheriff of Wall Street.
The Eliot Spitzer you're talking about, right?
Yeah. See, our friend Eliot. The people of the state now need an Attorney General who can focus his or her attention on transforming the way the government functions. Now, Andrew started that when he got involved with consolidation. But the real issues that are driving public anger, public interest, are things like property taxes. And within days, you're going to hear from me a very specific proposal for readjusting the way government functions with respect to property taxes.
You don't believe he's going to endorse in this race, is that correct?
That's what he told me, but things change.
Okay. And I want to ask you one last question about ticket balancing, which in New York is, something that people spend a lot of time thinking about. You are a white guy from the suburbs. The suburbs are going to be a battleground this year. And Brodsky is not an Italian-American name, so I guess that helps since there's two, right? DiNapoli and also Cuomo, presumably.
You're not going to get much from me on this. The people of the Democratic primary voter will judge the people running for their character, their temperament, their vision, their intelligence, their record, their skills. The notion that insiders, me included, you included, sit here and ponder gender and sexual orientation. Well, I've got some ideas for things you could do,
yes.
But that's not the subject of today's interview.
Okay.
The subject of today's interview is what is there about my candidacy that will energize Democratic voters in a very tough year. If we pretend we can play the old-style politics in a year where Tea Party rhetoric is gaining broader and broader currency in the political mainstream, we're going to get our clocks cleaned. And the candidacies we need to advance as Democrats are candidates who can speak to the needs of average people, reconnect the government to the people who elect that government, and do the kind of things that we have not done well as a party and a government over the last 4 or 5 years. We're in trouble. What I offer this party and what I offer the people of the state is honesty, stand up to the tough guys, do what I think is best, speak my mind, and do so with whatever intelligence and skill I bring to this. And that's winning politics.
Well, you have always been outspoken, that is for certain. And Assemblyman, I really do thank you, and we'll see you in Niagara Falls.
I look forward to it.
It's going to be very interesting. Assemblyman Richard Brodsky is a candidate for Attorney General. Thanks.